Hello friends, welcome to chess training. Hi, I am Nikhil Joshi. In this video, I will teach you how to checkmate the opponent's king with the king and two bishops. So friends, let's begin. Before we begin, I would like to tell you one thing. When you are doing the checkmate of two bishops and a king, the king gets checkmated in the pocket of or the corner of the chessboard. Say example h1, h8, a8 and a1 are the four squares which are the corners of the chessboard. So let's begin friends. In this example it is white to play. The white king is controlling these three squares and the bishop is controlling f8. So the white played move bishop to b3 check, king to h8. Now white plays bishop to d4. This is the basic pattern of checkmate by king and two bishops. So friends, let's go to next example. It is black to play. The black bishop is controlling this d8 square, the king is controlling these two. So what we can observe is white king has c8 and d7. These are the two escape squares available. So white plays bishop d4, king b8, bishop f4 check, king a8 and then bishop g2. See, our bishops pushed him to the corner of the board and we checkmated him. Let's now go to the next example. Again it is black to play. Black starts with the move king to d6. So what is the objective? The idea is that we are controlling these three squares and the e8 square. We are not allowing his king to come in the middle of the board. So he plays king c8 trying to escape from here, king c6. Again we go in front of him, king d8. So bishop g5 check, king c8. Now we have bishop g4 check, pushing him to the side of the board, king b6, king a8. And now we have to be little careful. If we play the move bishop to f4 in order to block the square on b8, the white king will have no moves to play and this would result in a stalemate. What is stalemate? Stalemate is a situation where it is our chance to play but we don't have any move to play. Like for example, in this position, imagine that white has one pawn here, so he can move a pawn. It's not a stalemate. Not only the king but any other piece or pawn has no move to play. It's a stalemate. Okay, and stalemate results in a draw. So in this situation, black makes one waiting move. What is waiting move? We play a waste move and because of which the turn shifts on our opponent. So example, now if he plays king b8, we can have bishop f4 check, king a8 and bishop d5 check. After this it's a check and mate. So now we go to the next example. In this example it is white to play. White here started with the move king to e3. So his idea is not to let escape the black king from this square. So the king went to the square d1. Now white first thought that I will push him to the a1 square. He thought that okay, my bishop is controlling this, the king is controlling these two. So he played the move bishop to g3 and the king tried to run from c1 square. So now white realized that he will escape from this b2. So his bishop went back and caught this square. The king goes to the square d1, bishop b2. Now he catches the b2 c1 square. So now he decides that okay, if I am not able to push him to a1, I will push him to h1. So control the c1 square, king e1, bishop here, control this square, king f1. The king is escaping from this square, so he plays king f3, king e1. Now he wants to escape from this square, so bishop c3 check, king f1, bishop d3, king g1. Now he is escaping from h2, so we play king g3, king h1. Now we need to be little careful, because if you play the move, say bishop to d4, controlling this square, then it would result in a stalemate. We don't want a stalemate situation to happen, so we play the move bishop to b2. Now what is this bishop b2? This is a waste move or a waiting move, and because of this waste move or a waiting move, he comes here. The turn has shifted to black, so he comes here. Now simple two move checkmate, bishop d4, king h1, bishop e4, checkmate. So now friends, we will see another example how to trap the enemy king. In this example, even though the black king is on the side of the board, he can of course come out. So white here started with the move bishop to d5. The logic is, okay, you are trying to control the square near the black king. He comes to e7. Now he is coming to this square, so we play bishop f4. He comes to f6. He wants to come to f5. So we play bishop e4. This is the position player should be aiming at. You know what has happened? Because the bishops are standing besides each other, they are controlling a whole belt. Belt means a particular area. Say example, this and this diagonal is controlled. This and this diagonal is controlled. So he plays king e6, king d3, king f6. See, we are not giving up the control of the belt, but now we bring our king to help our bishops. King c4, king e6, king c5, king f6, and now king d6. So finally, white has forced black to go to 7th rank. He goes here. Now bishop e5. See, this line is gone, this line is gone. King e8. Now bishop g6 check. Bishop g6 check. He goes f8. Bishop f6. We are not allowing him to escape. See, these are only two squares left for him. First we put a jail, and now we will see afterwards how to trap him finally. He went king g8, king e6. Our king is now coming. Bishop f8, bishop d4, king g8, king f6, king f8, bishop c5 check, king here, bishop f5. See, you are now pushing him to the h8. King h8, king g6, king g8, and now it's a simple mate. Bishop e6, king h8, bishop d4, checkmate. So friends, finally we come to the last example of this video. In this example, it is white to play. White starts with the move bishop to d5. Again the same concept that we saw in the last example. Bishops standing besides each other so that they control a particular belt. Now black played king d7, king b5, king e7, king c6, king f8. Now king d6. See, we are not supposed to leave the belt. Example, if we play this move, we should not forget that he will escape. See, when you are trying to checkmate the enemy king, it is more important to understand that you don't allow him to escape, rather than just giving unnecessary checks. So king d6, king e8. Now white plays bishop g7, trying to push him to a8. King d8, bishop f7, king c8, king c6. And now, you know friends, if he tries to run from the d8 square, escaping from e7, we can play bishop f6 check. But what if he plays king b8? Now let us try to understand what is black's idea here. Firstly, he is trying to escape from a7. So if we go in front of him, he may play this move. And now there are two escape squares available. If we play king c6, again king b8, same situation would repeat. And if we give this check, he would again run to this side. Again we give this check, again he is running here. So again you have to go to this side with your king. So that is why, what happened. He played the move bishop to c4, controlling the a6. See, he can come to c7, but after that there is no escape. We can play king c7, say king a8. Now, will you play bishop d4? No, it would be a blunder, because bishop d4 would control the a7 square, resulting in a stalemate. So we play bishop e5, a waiting move or a waste move. As he comes here, just give a check, he runs and a checkmate. So when you play bishop c4, he tried to go to this square. He is escaping from d8, so bishop f6, king b8, king b6. Now see, he comes here, but this square now is not available. So you have bishop e6 check, king b8, bishop e5, king here and bishop d5 with check and mate. So friends, I hope you are learning something from my videos and you are enjoying it. Please press the like button, share this video with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.